welcome back to my channel. I've taken some time off because I've been traveling and working and doing all these things, but I am back in Pittsburgh right now for about 5 more days through the holidays, and then I go back to work starting next Sunday. You know, I wasn't really gonna touch too much on the flight attendant stuff, but as I've been doing my videos, I keep getting more and more questions about flight attendant lifestyle. So today I decided to do a pro and con video of what it means to be a flight attendant, what are the perks, what are the not perks, I don't know what the opposite of that is, and give it to you guys pretty straightforward. I do have a couple of flight attendant videos already on my page. You can see them here, and then I'll post them throughout the rest of this video. But I did want to just talk to you guys about what the pros and cons are. I probably won't do too much videotaping like when I'm on the road, maybe like in my hotel room, but not really like on the airplane. So sorry, just wanted to try and keep that a little bit like separate. Let's start with my first pro. I feel like everybody probably knows this pro, but the pros of becoming a flight attendant is your travel benefits. Everyone knows that. That's one of the best perks that you have about this job. With your travel benefits, you can pretty much go anywhere. Most airlines have interline agreements with almost every airline. So whether it's just like for commuting purposes, like for me, I commute from Pittsburgh to Fort Lauderdale, and I can fly in a lot more airlines when I'm commuting versus like when I'm actually traveling for leisure. We still have a lot of airlines that we can travel on for leisure, but it's not as many as like your commuter airlines. Another pro is that the longer you stay, the more flexible your schedule gets. This is definitely one of those career paths that you don't want to like come and do it for like a year and then switch, or like come for a year and decide you don't want to do it. Like, if you really want to be a flight attendant, like the long haul is where it's at. That's how you're going to end up making the most money, how you're going to get the most flexible schedule, how you're going to be able to do all these things that like that look so glamorous. As the shorter you stay, like the least glamorous it is, you know, like you're gonna be working crazy hours. You'll be at scheduling's mercy, but those are two big pros. You get your really awesome flight benefits, and you have a very flexible schedule once you've been there for a long time. Another pro is that this is a great career path for people that like to be on the go. If you don't like a traditional schedule, so like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, like this is a perfect career for you. It's such a like weird lifestyle, but I love it. Like, I think it's amazing. I love having weird hours. I love like not being on a regular schedule. I love like if I have the whole morning off and then I work in the afternoon, and then the next day I work early and have the whole evening off. Like, I love that style of work. I would much rather have like a chaotic, crazy schedule every single day than a like 9 to 5 very methodical schedule. Let's see. Another great thing about being a flight attendant is that obviously you get to see the world, and even if you're just in an airline like I am where it's mostly domestic, you still get to see so much of the United States or wherever you live. So I think that part is really cool. So even though it might not be like a huge airline, a legacy or something like that, it's still okay. It's still a great career because you're still getting to see new places, meet new people, eat new food. That's a really cool perk. Another pro is that you are never really gonna fly with the same flight attendants over and over. So it's kind of nice because like you get to meet so many different types of people and different like personalities and whatever, and like if you don't really get along with a flight attendant, it's like no big deal because the chances of you flying with them again are like pretty slim. Maybe you'll fly with them like 2 or 3 times throughout your career. If it's like a freak thing, maybe you'll fly with them a little more, but honestly, you probably won't see them, and that's kind of like a really nice thing in my opinion. Like, you know, if you're with your coworkers in a 9 to 5 job and there's someone you really don't care for, like you still have to see them every day, you know? In the flight attendant world, it's so not like that. It's just so not like that at all. Another really cool perk when it comes to your travel benefits is that most airline employees take care of other airline employees. So like even though you might not be in the same airline, you can be pretty much guaranteed that the flight attendant next to you at whatever airline they are is gonna be watching your back just as much as you're gonna be watching their back. So like whenever I travel on other airlines to get from point A to point B or wherever I'm going, I'm always taken care of. Like they always make sure that like you're comfortable, everything's okay, all your bags made it. Like they're just so, this industry is just so good about taking care of one another, and I literally love that about the aviation world. I've never worked in another job where it's so similar. Like it's not a dog-eat-dog world. We're all in this grind together and we're all taking care of each other, and like I love that about my job. I think it's so awesome. A couple of cons though, like I'm gonna be real with you guys, that starting pay is not nice. Like I remember struggling, calling my mom like, Mom, I know I have a big girl grown-up job, but I'm so broke. Like, can you please like send me a couple like dollars? Like literally, when you first start, like if you don't have a serious savings fund, like it is tough. Your first year flying is tough, and it's not just tough in like the financial aspect, it's also really tough in the scheduling aspect, because you are completely at the mercy of crew scheduling. And if you have never heard of crew scheduling, it's a very serious thing. Every aviation person knows what crew scheduling is. Every aviation person is like, no matter how old they are, is like, oh my god, don't answer this phone, it's scheduling. Like literally scheduling can be your best friend or your not best friend. And if you're new, they're usually not really your best friend. You for sure will be on call when you first get higher line. There's a few people that get lucky and aren't, but most people are on call their first like 6 months to like, can be 10 years depending on the airline. When you're on call or on reserve, you are so at the mercy of scheduling, and I hate to say it, but they're not gonna give you the best trips. They're probably gonna like stretch you as much as they can, depending on whether you have a contract or not, and it can be a little crazy, so that's really, really hard. But the longer you stay, the better it gets. It's really just one of those jobs. So the longer that you stay, the more flexible your schedule gets, the better the pay gets. Like, it just gets better. Another con is that the first couple of years, it's pretty guaranteed that you're gonna miss a couple holidays. That sucks. Honestly, it sucks. But one of the nice things about like traveling with other people on the holidays is that you guys are all kind of in the boat together. So most like crew members will like do something nice, or you know, you guys will all go out to dinner and share that moment together, which is also really special. I remember one year I was in New York on Christmas and I had such an amazing crew, and we just like had a great night. We ate sweets, we drank Baileys, it was cold and snowing and whatever, and it was great. It's still like one of my favorite memories. So even though you do have to work the holidays and weekends and kind of weird hours, like you'll end up flying with people that make it worth it, which is always like a lovely surprise. Another thing too that kind of goes along the same path is that it can get lonely out on the road. It really can. So something I did a lot when I first started flying was I made a point to call all my friends all the time when I was on the road. So like if I was on my layovers, that's the time that I would call my people. I would have my little hobbies that I did, self-care routines that like maybe I didn't get the chance to do once I got home. That is one thing to think about. It can be a little lonely, and not everyone wants to go out with you when you're on the road, unfortunately. So like even though you might be landing in a destination, you're like, oh my god, I've always wanted to be in San Juan. Aren't you guys so excited? Like, let's go do something. Sometimes your crew members like just don't want to do anything, or they have their own agenda, or their family lives there, or whatever, so you're on your own. So one thing you have to really consider and to get good at is just being by yourself. Being by yourself can be really hard, but like the more you practice at it, the easier it gets, and like the more fulfilled you get. My first year, I did so much exploring by myself. Like I really did, because nobody wanted to go. Not everybody has the same idea as adventure as you. So traveling solo is a really cool thing. I think I'm gonna make a video about traveling solo, because I think it's a really important thing to do and something to get used to, because you can't always rely on other people to like go with you. So I think that is a very pro-y and con-y thing. Sometimes it sucks being by yourself and having to go do things alone, but sometimes it's really awesome. So that's definitely something to consider. Okay, this is a pro-con too. That's a lot of pro-cons. I feel like all the cons have a pro and all the pros have a con. Another pro-con is like eating all the delicious food from all over the country and all over like the different like places that you visit. Oh my god, it's so good. So that's the pro, but the con is that you're definitely gonna gain some weight your first like couple years. I didn't gain any weight my first year, but then my second year kind of like, I gained a few lbs, not too many, but you know, still something to be aware of, and it's really hard to maintain like a healthy lifestyle and working out and everything, but you'll get it. Like everyone figures out their own routine over time. It's something that's kind of cool about being a flight attendant is like when you get used to like packing your bag all the time, you kind of have everything you need. You have all your hair products, you have all your documents, you have your clothes, you have this, you have that, whatever, which can actually be really nice when you're traveling for work. When you land, if you feel like you want to go somewhere else, you can literally just hop on a plane and go there. Like if you want to go see family, chances of you having most of your clothes and your things is like pretty high. So like you can just hop on a plane, go see whoever you want to see, come home. I spit on myself because I got excited about that. So that's not really a pro or a con, but it is something kind of cool about the job that I appreciate. I love having like an open ticket to the world. Like I think that is something very cool about my career. I like that I can have my home base here in Pittsburgh, but I also like that I'm kind of free to like travel at any time as long as there's seats available. I think that is like a very cool, important thing about being alive. Just having the availability to travel when you want to travel. And to be real with you guys, like the first 2 years, I really didn't travel hardly at all. I got this job, I'm like, yes, I'm a flight attendant, I'm gonna go everywhere, but like, real talk, pay was not good. I am still in a little bit of debt from it, so I'm still paying that back now, but as I've stayed here longer and longer, the more and more I've used my flight benefits and been able to see like so many cool things. So I think that part is like really dope. Okay, so these are just some of my pro and cons. I think I'm gonna leave it at this, and maybe I'll make a part 2 later on. There's so many more pros and cons, but that's all I can really think of right now. My brain's still on vacation mode a little bit, but I will definitely bring you some more pro and con videos at some point. Being a flight attendant is honestly one of the greatest careers I could have chosen for myself. For sure, it's not for everybody, but if you have a wanderlust soul and like want to see the world and are okay being alone and like have an adventurous spirit, this is honestly one of the best careers in the entire world, in my opinion. It is just amazing. Like literally, I get paid to travel. It's good. It's a good lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know, you have good days and bad days, but most days are really good. And most days I don't even feel like I'm going to work. Like, it just feels like I'm on a tube with people and I'm helping them out for a few hours until they go wherever they're going, and then I am wherever I am. It's a great job. I'm really grateful for my career path. If you have any questions about being a flight attendant, or if you'd like this video and want me to make one that's similar, make sure that you comment down below. I'm happy to make more flight attendant related videos. I'll show you what's in my flight bag at some point. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow, now that I'm back in like a normal routine, which is not gonna last long because I'm gonna be flying again on Sunday. So, yeah, okay, that's all. Thanks for coming back. Have a great day, guys.